Hi guys, Debbie here with Wrestling in 60 Seconds. I'm bringing you the results of the NXT house show from Jacksonville, Florida last night. Now, I will tell you there was a difference. The difference normally between house shows and regular NXT televised shows is they don't carry the storylines, except for last night. And I will give you those details. But first, let's go down the entire card matches with the wins. We had the new Jacy, which is Urian Connors and Kale Dixon, versus High Rise, which is Wesley and Tyson DuPont. High Rise won. Lady Reed defeated Kendall Gray. I know there were actually Evolve stars there. Ooh, excuse me. Last night, we had Dante Chen versus Jackson Drake. Okay, first of all, I just want to say about this match, I have noticed the last two times that I've seen Dante Chen in the ring that there's something different. I don't know if he went back to get more training. It's him, but like supercharged, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he defeated Jackson Drake. We have Chantel Monroe, who went against Tatum Paxley. Now, Paxley, oh my gosh, it was a no DQ for Chanel because Paxley went after her, and it took 3 referees to get her pulled off of her. All right, and they pretty much had just to like strap her down to the floor on the mat in order to get her off of her. We had the NXT Heritage Cup champion, Noam Dar, defeats Ridge Holland. Now, I was surprised to see Ridge Holland there. He does do some NXT house shows, but I just wasn't expecting that, especially since the advertisement they had was Brooks Jenson, John Evans, Ethan Page, and Myles Bourne. Anyway, the NXT Heritage Cup champion, Noam Dar, defeated Ridge Holland. That was a good match. I was really surprised, too. The next match was Trick Williams versus Drake Monroe, the Cajun. It was funny because halfway through the match, P. Nasty and Bailey Humphries were there, and they're like, do the dance, and he starts doing his dance. Drake starts doing his dance, and Trick's, well, I can dance too, so Trick starts doing his dance. So Trick says, teach me how to do that. So you literally had Drake teaching Trick Willie how to do the Cajun dance, which I don't really think they should name the dance. Anyway, he defeated Trick Williams, won. Out of the blue, Stacks Channing, which is, I'll have to post the picture because he comes out like all in leather with this long leather trench coat. Now, normally he's kind of wearing a short jacket, leather, but this is like full length, and it was just like a different dark presence about him, wearing completely all black. And he comes into the ring and he's cutting a promo about what's been going on with him and the family, which is, like I said, it's completely different because they normally don't carry storylines into the house shows. And out walks Tony D'Angelo. And they get in the ring, and they start battling it out. And then Stacks gets away from him from sliding, and they start running around the ring, and he runs out. So you basically had Tony D'Angelo chasing Stacks out of the building. The next match we had was Lash Legend versus Carly Bright. I was surprised at Carly Bright being there. Of course, Lash won. We had the fatal 4-way match, Myles Bourne, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and Brooks Jenson. Now, I will tell you, I was a little surprised about this match. Only because that when All Ego Ethan Page comes out, he picks out this young kid in the audience. And he walks up to the kid, and of course, he's all ego, right? And he starts talking smack with this kid. And he asked him, first off the bat, who's your favorite wrestler? And he says, Javon Evans. And he says, you know something? I'm going to get Javon Evans, and I'm going to beat him in front of you. No, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. Yeah, the kid was probably about 8 years old. But I'm not sure that was the right kind of thing to say. I don't know. I guess that's the parent in me coming out, right, guys? Anyway, so what he does, Ethan Page, during the match, grabs Javon Evans, takes him down in front of the kid, and he literally beats Javon Evans, and he throws him into the steps going into the ring, head first, and then Brooks Jenson comes out of the ring and attacks All Ego. But in the long run, Myles won the match. The main event of the evening was NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer versus Jacy. Oh, say what you want to. Jacy is such a rock star. Stephanie Vaquer, what can't you say about her? She is going to be a superstar too. It was a great match. I can't say anything bad. It was a long match too, but Stephanie won. And I will tell you that NXT Jacksonville will return July the 25th. I will tell you the heads up right now that they sold out the front row to they consider 2 rows of the front around the ring as all front row seats, and they sold out within probably less than 5 minutes. I know this because my phone froze up, and I went to someone I know that works for WWE and got tickets that way, and showed him that my phone had actually froze up, and the seats that I wanted to get were already gone. And I'm like, what? And he was like, I can get you a second row, but and I'm like, okay then. But they're going to be back July the 25th. They always sell out in Jacksonville. They do sell standing room only, and there was a lot of standing room only people that bought standing room only tickets. I want to thank you for watching, subscribing, and I've got some information too about our LFG, so stay tuned for that. Bye for now.